Hi, and welcome back to Lizard Studios. Today, you are going to be painting or glazing your ceramic coil pot, artistic coil pot that we made last time, okay, last week, a week ago. Now, we're going to also talk about different colors and hues and monochromatic colors, and we're also going to talk about the whole process of ceramics to review everything, okay? So let's begin by getting our materials out on the table. Okay, so here's what we need for today. Today you need a napkin or a paper towel. You need a cup of water, okay, or a container with water. You're gonna need 3 different sizes of brush, okay, if you want to use that, if not 2 sizes, whatever you have, okay. You're gonna need a newspaper to paint on so you don't get your table dirty. You're gonna need an egg carton top or a tray, but I'm gonna use this one because the colors stay in here. So I am going to use this one today, okay? And then you're gonna need different colors. Now, the different colors that you need, I want them to be monochromatic. I want them to have at least one, they could be a tint or a shade, or they could be a color made from that color, okay? Like a secondary color, for example, a tertiary color, but it has to have one color inside of it, okay? For example, in this one, I picked blue. Okay, so a purple has blue in it, light blue has blue in it, aqua blue has blue in it, gray is just a cool color, okay, but I am going to use gray today, okay? So that's how I want you to pick them. For example, if you use orange, for example, okay, or if you use red, let's say red. In red, you could use oranges and you could use pinks, see? So you could use different colors, all right? You pick the ones that you are going to use. Like this pottery, like this coil pot, looks like waves in the ocean or the sky. That is why I picked these colors, all right? And those are the ones that I'm going to use. But you could choose to use any color that you want, all right? So let's talk a little bit about ceramics. Okay. So the first thing that I want to remind you is that we made this coil pot from clay. Clay is a natural material found on the earth that is water mixed with like dirt, and it becomes a little bit harder. When it's moist, we could mold it, okay? We could mold it in our hand, and we could make coils, okay, on the table to make all these beautiful different patterns that we have made here to make a coil pot. Now this coil pot is artistic, so it has little holes in it. I mean, you could kind of like see through it, all right? So we are just going to use it to put our brushes in it, or maybe pencils or markers or anything you want. You could also put your jewelry, or you could give this to somebody as a present and they're gonna love it, okay? So today, what we're gonna be doing is painting it. Or you're going to be glazing it. So it depends on your school or what you have at your house. If you have a kiln that goes to very high temperatures, like a volcano, then you could put it in there and you could cook it so it becomes a bisqueware. Right now it's a greenware because it hasn't been fired yet, okay? So in order for it to become hard, like my cups here, you need to use a glaze. Now a glaze is different than a paint because a glaze is a paint that has like glass in it. Once you put a glaze on top of pottery, for example this one, okay, and you put it back in the kiln and you fire it, then it will become as shiny as this one, okay? And then, well, this one you couldn't put water in it, but it will be this shiny. Like we are going to use acrylic paints, okay, because most of you don't have a kiln at home, okay? I am going to use acrylics because acrylics are shiny. But if you use tempera paint, what you could do is use a mixture of half glue, half water, okay, mix it up, and then you put over your paint, you put that mixture of glue, and it becomes very shiny, okay? And you could do that at your school. So let's begin painting our coil pot, okay? So I'm gonna put my paints in here, and I'll begin showing you what I'm going to do. Okay, now I have my paints in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of water in them to make them more liquidy so I could use them better, okay? And now the first thing that I'm going to do is begin from the top and then go to the bottom. I'm going to show you a trick. If you have a cup or if you have different books, okay, you could put your books here and you can make a stand, okay. I'm going to use my cup, right, because it's the right size for me. But what you could do is just this, okay, just cover it with newspaper, and then you could just turn this while you paint, you see, and then it's a little bit easier, okay, to paint. All right, we're going to paint in the inside, we're going to paint on the outside. But I am going to begin painting my swirls, and I'm going to paint them the same color so we could see them, okay? So I'm going to begin with light blue. Now I put a lot of water in it because the clay is going to absorb the paint really well. So I'm going to put it like this so you can see. So when it has water, it absorbs really well. Coil, if one of your coils dried up, okay, what you do is you put a lot of acrylic paint on it, and that will cover, okay, the crack, and it will not let it crack again, okay. And now see that I have another coil down here. You see this? It goes into this coil here, but I want to make that one another color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another color, for example blue, this blue here. And I'm going to just, with the same brush, it's fine. Okay, mix that in there. And I'm going to make that next coil, for example this one, another blue. Okay, and I'm gonna go to the top, all right, and let's see if I find, oh, here's another coil, right here. Coils are the ones that turn around, okay? And don't you worry getting the paint on another paint, because like these are monochromatic colors. They are just going to like blend into each other, and they're gonna look really good. Wait, I put my paintbrush in the one that I didn't need to. It's okay. Okay, there we go. I undid that mistake. Okay. All right, and now let's see the top coil. Now I'm gonna go to the blue and then I'm gonna go to the purple, okay? So I mix this blue up, same paintbrush. Okay, the pearls we're gonna leave for last, because we're gonna make them silver. Okay, so we're gonna leave that for last. And now the purple at the bottom. Don't paint the bottom of your pot. It is good to set it down before you paint the bottom, and paint it sitting down here, because if you paint the bottom, it will stay stuck to the paper, and then you could not take that paper off like that. So it's just a reminder. And if you have cracks, just fill them up with the acrylic paint. That will be fine. Okay. Now, like you have that purple, you're gonna take the purple also, and you're gonna paint the inside, the bottom. Okay. Just paint the whole bottom of the inside in purple. Mix all the paint on that brush in there. Stick it in all those little holes. Okay? And the next thing that we're going to do, like it's so difficult. Now we're only missing the actual pearls, to paint the pearls. and they're gonna be in silver. So we wash our brush, okay? And the first thing that we're going to do is paint the inside silver, all of it silver. Okay, so we're gonna mix the silver with the water. So, see, and then we paint inside here with silver. So the whole inside is going to be silver. If you get some color in there because it's open, it's fine, it's gonna look wonderful. Okay? If some silver comes out from the little holes, it's gonna look beautiful. So don't worry about that. All the way to the bottom, we paint. I'm gonna do this quickly, okay? I'm gonna take it all the way to the bottom. I'm gonna turn it and twist it and put some of that purple on the sides too, okay? And I have some of that silver here. And what I'm gonna do is, yeah, this is dry, so I'm gonna twist it over and see the swirls? You just put some silver on them and you just go with the swirls. You go around like this with your brush full of that silver, okay? Just see, like I have a little bit of silver with color on there. I just go around like that so it's shiny, okay? So it's all over the place, okay? And now we're gonna take lots of silver and we're gonna paint the pearls. So let me see how I do this. I don't get too much on me. Here we go. Now we're just painting the pearls. And I'm just gonna use this silver to go over the edge right here, go over everything, just a tiny bit, you know. I'm just going really quickly around the bottom with the silver because this is gonna give everything like a mixed up feeling that all the paints are blending into each other, because the silver is really it's like see-through, okay? And it has this wonderful sense of mixing everything together, and it just comes out beautiful. Voila. Okay, now it's wet. I'm just gonna take it off here so you could see it better. Let's set it down right there, okay? I'm gonna throw this before I fold it in and throw it out. Okay, so we have finished our wonderfully artistic coil pot with pearls in it. And if you see from up here, which you do see, you see that the inside it's finished also, okay? So all you have to do is let it dry, okay? And like you have your name on the bottom already, you know it's yours, right? Give it to somebody as a present, save it for yourself, enjoy it, put paintbrushes in it, put pencils in it, whatever you have, you want. Now let's go over everything we have done today. Okay, so the first thing that we did today was we took our coil pot and we decided what paint we were going to use. If it was acrylic, if it was a glaze, if it was tempera, because each paint has a different technique, okay? I used acrylic because it stays shiny and I don't have to put anything to make it shine. If you use tempera paint, then you need to make a mixture of half glue, half water, and then you need to go over the paint when it's dry so it's shiny and it's nice. All right? If you use a glaze, then you have to fire it one more time in the kiln so it becomes glassy like our mug here, okay, for my coffee. All right? So that's what we have done today. We have also picked our monochromatic colors. Well, I picked cool colors here that start from blue, purple, light blue, really light blue, which is like a low green blue, and then I picked silver for the pearls, okay? So I hope you liked this lesson. I hope you enjoyed painting your coil pot, your very artistic coil pot, and I hope you repeat it one more time. Now, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time with another amazing project. Bye bye.